Hello, I'm Abel, and welcome back to the Satisfactory 10 by 10 challenge, where we are going to do all five phases of the space elevator on a 10 by 10 foundation going vertically. Currently, the tower height is 160 meters, and everything but miners, water extractors, oil extractors, which is way over there, we're going to put in today, have to be within the 10 by 10. So, if we go down, last time we had a problem. It was a major problem as I was starting to put in the priority power switches in, and somehow I cut off the power to my coal miners, which is feeding the coal generators. That caused fuses to blow. That was not a good thing. It was definitely a bad thing. So out of a little bit of frustration, I cut the live stream short last weekend. And by the way, I stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I went and during the offline time, which I call offline, but it's offline from YouTube, I actually do stream this on the Discord server. If you go down in the description, you'll see a link to it. Join. I stream all of the offline content there. So right now we've got everything working perfectly, 100%. So what we got to do today is we're going to put in oil refineries, fuel generators, and then we're going to complete the Tier 6 milestones. So let's get started. Jump down. And yes, I have the jump pack. I love it. We're going to jump down here to where we're going to put in the oil refineries. So first thing, we need a refinery. And I think we want to put it this way. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, right there. Yeah, 1, 2 over. Okay. So this one, we're going to make this rubber. This way we can produce rubber and heavy oil residue. But we're going to overclock it to 200%. That way we only have to do 5 of these. It's going to take 60. 60 times 5 is 300. So that will work there. And let's just throw down 5 more. 1, 2, or 4 more. 3 and 4. Now what we're going to put here, we'll flip that around. This one is going to be our fuel. Now, it says 120. Well, that's not right. Let's figure out how much fuel we're going to be getting. 40? 40 times 5 is 200. So we want this to be 200, so we need to fully overclock this, I believe. Well, 150. Even though this is going to give us 40 times 50. There's a reason for that. Now let's go back down here. And we're going to put another one here. Did I do it right? I want to make sure the smokestacks are right. Yep, good. And we're going to go all the way to the corner. Don't fall off. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put it right there. This one, we're going to change to plastic. Alright, and we want it at 200%, 60. 5 times 60 is 300. That's what we're going to be getting. Okay, and that's going to produce 20, 100. So that one said we need a total of 300. Okay, first let's go back over here and put 4 more down. 1. Make sure we're lining them up. 2. Is that right? 3. and 4. And then we'll grab that one. And we're going to put this one, flip it around. And come on, right there. And this should be up 150. It's going to produce 100 fuel per minute. So, before we start, we do want to put our power things down. That's the first thing. Right there. Right on the edge. Basically, H or to hold, whatever. If you're using controller, I have no idea what it is. But we're going to nudge it down 1. And come around to this side and do the same thing. H nudge. Is that right? Yep, right on there. And 4 more up too far. There we go. Bam. Alrighty. It's always easier to put in these power things first. And for this one, we gotta go around and put it in on the other side. So one of the things I did in doing the power things is I hooked up the coal generators to where they ran up and down this column, that column, and then the far one over in the other corner. So, and then all my oil extractors, miners connect directly to the generators. That way, on the machines, I hooked them up to a priority power switch to the elevator. So what that will do, let's go back over here, is I can cut off all those machines and still have power going to all my miners and extractors, and I don't have let's get all these connected. I don't have power. I can actually cut those off, and I'll show you why. Because to power all this is going to take about 1100. And if you see right now, I'm only producing 1350. And that 1100 plus the miners and extractors. So if I power these on, I'm going to blow a fuse immediately. But I can turn those off, all the machinery, and it'll work just fine. You'll see. You'll see. Let's get these all in. And that one's over here. So, we're going to take that off. Jump. I don't think we can do both sides. Oops, that's too far. There we go. Now, we'll go back over here. Grab it from there to there. Keeps it hidden. Connect all these up. Okay, and we'll take that one out. And then we're going to go from there to there. And then we're going to put these back in. And step over here, take all these out. That should do it. Connect these up. You'll see how much power this is going to take. Once I get them all hooked up, we'll throw a power pole on them. And we need to take out that one. Yep. And run that back over to here. Okay. Foundations back in. Did I forget to put this one back in? Yep, I did. So now if we grab a power pole from here, take a look at it. 360, which is not bad. Huh. How did I figure 1100? I don't know. Ah, we still got to do the oil extractors. So let's run down. We're going to go all the way to there. You know what? Let's take a flying leap here. We'll go up to the very top and jump off from there. And I think if we put the parachute on, it'll work better. Oh, that's where we're at. We want to go to 196. I think I hit 160 first. Let's try 196. Here we go. Alrighty, now the big leap. Get a good running start. And now we just fly all the way over to where we're going to put in the oil extractors. Part of the power requirements is going to be the oil extractors themselves, and also the pumps, because we're going to have to pump it up quite a bit. We're going to have to go up almost 100 meters, which is at least 2 pumps, maybe more. And each of the Mark II pumps, which we're going to be using, takes 8 megawatts of power. We got 2 pipelines, so that's 16 megawatts of power per pair. And we're just going to, I haven't put in any pumps yet, so we'll put them in and we'll see how high we got to go. Yes, we'll get there eventually. I love the parachute for jumping off high and going a long distance. But once we get down here, I love to ramp, a couple ramps here. We'll get rid of those right now. And nope, we can't quite make it to there. That's all right. We almost made it. And one more jump, and we should be at the oil extractors. And I've got the platform down for the first one, and that is a medium. Or not a medium, a normal. You could call it normal, you can call it medium, you can call it whatever you want. Okay, so we want the oil extractor. Let's see, how do we want to put this thing? Because it's going to go to there. I mean, I could put it this way. Pipeline, street mode, boom, perfect. And we want this thing to be fully overclocked, because we need, this only gives us 150. Did I do the wrong one? This is an impure node. Ha! That's why. And that's a normal mode. And that's a normal mode. So let's get rid of this. We don't need that. Okay. Somehow I took too much out. I don't know how, but I did. Take the power down to here. And if you notice, we do have power all the way out here. See? Perfect. So that's a these are the ones we need. Okay, so what I do want to do, let's take this vertical. And then we'll take a foundation. Let's do a 2 meter. I'll do a zoop. And we'll just take that on over there. Maybe there. Okay, so now let's do the oil extractors. Actually, that I kind of like that. And this one, missing motors. Uh-oh. Do I not have motors? I thought I had motors in here. I've got 5. That doesn't work. I don't have any screws for an awesome shop. So guess what we get to do? This is what happens when you forget to plan ahead. Don't do that. Alright, so motors. We're missing stators. So we gotta do stators first. We can do stators. It would help. There we go. So we've got to do quite a few of these. We need, well, we're going to need motors for, we're going to need 10 more motors to do the other oil extractors. And then I think it takes 2 for the pump. So we're going to need enough stators, which we're producing wire, we're producing steel pipe, so not a problem there. So there's our 10 there, right there. Let's go ahead and do, let's see how much it does take, because I forgot. Okay, it takes 2 motors. Alrighty. So we're going to need at least 2, 4, maybe 6. 6 motors, so we need 12 more. So we need a total of 22 motors. And we're halfway there. Yeah, this is, sorry about that, but it happens. Hey, nobody's watching. If somebody was watching, this would be the time to say, hey, how you doing? If you got any questions, like I said, drop in on the stream next time if you caught this after it's streamed. So, we're getting there. We're almost there. 4 more. And that should be just enough, I believe. If not, we'll stop and make a couple more. And let's make the motors. Tink, 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 tink. Fun, fun. This is a good time to hydrate. Hydrate. I can't hydrate while I'm crafting. Sorry. But we'll get there. I don't normally do stators as a building thing, because they are an intermediate part. Now, motors, I do need to get those on a dimensional depot. We're going to do that today, hopefully. once we get done out here in the wilderness. And hopefully my numbers are right and I don't have to stop and do this again. I made a note to myself before the stream started, hey, grab some motors. I didn't. And I also said grab something else, but I can't remember what it is. I think it was rubber and plastic, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so this one is a normal. We're going to fully overclock it. We want 300. And we'll grab that. Flip that around. Let's hold that for a second. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. Now grab that again. Let's do it that way. Wow, they're right on each other, aren't they? So if we do, did we clip? We clipped. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. Okay, so let's do this. Quit jumping, quit jumping. Let's put that all the way across there. There. Yeah, we might as well fill it in. Okay. So we want to go back to our jetpack at this point. I need one to come all the way to here, over here. How do I do that? Well, let's first put one of these. See if we can line it up pretty close. Grab the pipe. That way it's the same color. Oop, horizontal, please. There we go. Too much. Let's try it from there. Nope, too much. So, let's just grab another pipeline support. And we'll move it out one. Try that. Better? How does that look? That looks better. Alright, now let's get this one up. And I think what we want to do, see if we just grabbed one of these and put it like right here. Could we go over to here? H. Looks a little goofy, but you know what? I think I'm okay with that. Now we need this one to go over to here. And we're going to do these straight mode. And then from here to there. Okay. And we want this one, which is going to be right on here. So we'll grab another pipeline support, flip it, and we'll go from here to there. What does that do? Oh, that clips big time, so no, that's not going to work. So I think the problem is we need to get rid of that, and instead do it this way. We'll want it over here, so we can get it into there, that's fine, and we want to put one over here. Let's go back a couple. And try that. Go back to horizontal to vertical. Then to straight. How does that look? Nope, that doesn't look good right there. So I need to move that back. Put another one. Let's move back to there. And straight mode, please. Horizontal to vertical mode. Does that look better? That looks perfect. And straight mode. And voila. We're now almost horizontal to vertical. I must have deleted that one. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So now let's get power to these two things. We can always use that one later. Let's go from there to here. And then from here, we're just going to go straight to the extractor. And this one we'll take from here. We'll run it through to here. And to there. And then let's take a 4 meter. Can we take a 4 meter? There, that looks good. And look, we got full pipe. Nice. We got a full pipe. And we're just rocking and rolling now, aren't we? Do we have a full pipe here? Yes. And a full pipe there. So, here's the deal. We're going to be going up. That no way has a full pipe up there. So I need to put a pipeline pump in here. Make sure it's going the right direction. Click once. And I want to rotate it to... no, I don't like that because it's clipping with that. Let's try that again. Perfect, right there. Flip it that way, so it's going up. Click once, and we can see it going up. And it doesn't quite make it. Gets right to the junction. That's alright. We're going to rotate this. That way we don't have to clip. Pipe turns too sharply. Okay. That's not going to be ideal. So, I always want to do these horizontal if possible on this way. What if, no, there's just really no way of doing this. Not unless I brought this back one, which we could do, and that would actually cover that up. So let's do that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And this one. And that one. We're just going to make this go a little bit farther out. Now we're going to have to get rid of that. And that. And that. Now, we can put another one of these right here. to that. That to, yeah. Let's go this way to that way. I like that better. Okay, and we'll do the other side. I probably should have done this one first. Straight mode. And horizontal to vertical. And straight mode, please. Not pipeline. There we go. Clean pipeline. Straight mode. Let's do this side first. Not to that one, but to that one. And that one to that one. And damn it. My color jumped off. That's because I switched it. Alright. Now, jump back up here. Now we can do the pipeline pumps. We want it to go that way. One click, rotate. One click, rotate. There is some clipping, but not a lot. Okay. Now, one of the things I do like to do is go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And then we're going to take straight mode to here. This way the pipes don't go into the valves. Alright. So now we need power. Two ways of doing this. I have the power down there. We'll just put this in there. H down. Move it over. That way it's in the center. Yes. There we go. Perfect. And we'll take from here to there. And there to there. And take this out temporarily. There to there. And voila. It's a pumping. And it's going to go right up to about there. So now we need this. And what I think I'll do, just because it's so much easier, is I'll go ahead and take a foundation, put it there. Nope, probably too high. Let's put one out here. Take that one out. Yep, we went too high on this. Fell off, but we have the jetpack. Okay, so now we want to grab, can we grab it? No, I have to do it like this. Okay, so we can go to there, but that, I just don't like that. So we're going to go a little bit farther down. Actually, we're going to go right about here. Click once, rotate. Click once, rotate. And then we have power up there. We're going to take power all the way down to, let's go there. And now, voila. Color these black. Go on up. we got here? Max, fantastic. Oh, still got fixiness going on. So now the fun part. Running down the pipe. Let's see how far those pumps will make it. Just if you look, it's filling. It's filling. They are filling. Or are they? One of the other things, and I might just go ahead and do this, is it's always a good idea when you go back to horizontal is to reset your head lift. But we're going to be going back up there some more, so I kind of want, see that's full. Just takes a little bit of time. That's almost full. Let's just jump ahead. Of course, you may have to wait a minute. And here we go. Hopefully we have no animals here, but if we do, because I did do a little bit of offline hunting this last week, and I got tired of getting killed by the spitters and hogs and jumping up on me like that one there. So what I did is I went ahead and spent and researched and yeah, that's what I did. Much easier. Okay, this is getting there. We need to let this go ahead and fill up before we go up. Because that's the question. Actually, if we did a pipeline pump here, see, it's already going on up. So I don't think we need one. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like up here. Color those. This is the part that we want to see. What's going on? Okay, I got 0. Did we go up too high? I don't think that was 50. Maybe it's just not gotten here yet. Nothing. It could have been. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got a full pipeline. And we got not enough. And not enough. Because this is considering that whole part there. So let's put pump here. Click launch, rotate. Sure that's the same way. Yep. Click launch, rotate. Let's color these black. And we'll throw in our power thing. Down 1, over. Let's see how that looks. Let's bring it out 1. There we go. Okay, so to there. Don't you do that. There. To there. We'll have to take this out. And we'll go from here to here. And looky there, it's a filling up. Now, does it go all the way? But one way to find out is I'm not sure. And oh, we're missing motors. Other than that, yep, it goes all the way. We're probably going to need more motors, unfortunately. This may be the high point, so we may be able to get back. Nope, we're going to have to go one more. And I imagine it's going to be the same thing here. That's full. That's full. That's not quite full. So we need another set of pumps right here or here. Either one. But to do that, we're going to have to make some more stators, some more motors. We need at least 4 motors. This could have all been alleviated if I thought ahead and just bought some damn motors from the awesome shop. Oops, excuse me. Let's do 8 motors, that way we can do 2 more sets, just in case. There we go. And we'll do our motors. Yeah, I didn't sit there and try to figure out exactly the height difference. I knew it was going to be a lot. I just didn't know how many. But we'll get there. So hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. Okay. Let's hydrate. Coffee's good. Alright, so we got full there. Not quite full there. I like to start from the full part first. Works better for me. Okay, a pump. Going up. Click once. Rotate it. Ooh. You know what? I don't like that. And I forgot to do that other part that I usually like to do. Damn. Okay. Got it the right direction. About halfway. Click once. Rotate it. And click once. Rotate it. Nope, that's wrong. Let's try that again. We were going the wrong way. Stay right there. Rotate it. Color it. Take out. See how that goes halfway into the valve, the pump? We don't want that. And now it only goes to there. And if we do the same thing on the other side, this actually makes it a little bit more reliable. Okay, so same thing here. Let's put the good old floor power. Okay. Let's bring it out to there. And then we'll go from there to there, and there to there. Take out that. Give me the power there. To there. And guess what? It's working. So how is our power doing? Some shit's going up, but then it goes back down. Why? Because the pumps just, once they fill up, they stop going. We got full pipes. Let's go on up again. Bum, 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 bum. That's on the edge, but that's all right. Now this that should be the last set of pumps we need. What we want to do is make sure this is full. So let's give it a minute just to fill up. All right, we'll be getting rid of. Wow, that's just a going away, isn't it? And it may not be a bad idea. It's going to take a while. The reason why it's not only filling this up, but then it's going down. And this is where we might want to go ahead and do one more set of pumps here. Just to make sure that we don't have a problem. And it resets the head lift. And actually gives you more bump all the way there. Nah, we'll do it down there. It's just going to take a while because it's going to fill up all that pipe. So, let's go ahead and make our leap. Yeah, we're going to use the jetpack for this. We'll just go as far as we can. We'll check the pipes. Should be good. If it's not, I'm going to kick myself for not putting those pumps on. We're getting there. Wait, I don't see the refineries. There they are. There they're popping in. We're finally getting there. So we're going to have to go up quite a bit over there. So it's going to be probably another 2 pumps. But if we run out of motors, we're near the awesome shop. Yeah, let's go down in height here. Just a little bit. That way it don't hurt too bad when I fall. And current amount in pipe, none. Oof. None. Oh, we got some there. It's starting. But why is this one not? None. None. That one's almost full. Yeah, there's definitely a problem with this pipe. None. And let's get this one colored right. That one's full. Did I miss a connection here? Oh, that's full. That's not full. See what happens. There we go. Now we're getting oil. For some reason, these pipes just get a little goofy sometimes. And you just got to go back, find where it's full, delete the pipe, rebuild it. Yep, here we go again. We got no... What is going on here? That's full. That's empty. Oh. Let's just run down here. Okay, so now we're getting flow here. We're going to get flow there. We are getting flow. It's just taking a while. It will take a while. See, that one's almost full. 291, almost there. 71.4. It's slowly getting there. Like I said, it's got a lot of pipe. Miles and miles of pipe. Still got it. As long as we got, it's not circling here, we're good. It's just going to take a while till it actually fills up. And that's all right. Because we did not hook up power to the refiners yet. And we're not going to until everything is set. Right now I'm just checking to make sure we don't have any other problems. Okay, we're good. It'll get there. Trust me. It'll get there. 0. Yep, there it is. 0.3. Just very slowly going. Let's just jump ahead. We'll go to the corner. See if that works. Yep, it's 0, but this is not spinning. That means it is connected. It's just not showing yet. Let's go to the end. Almost there. Boom. That's connected. That's almost full. Alright, so now we got to get all the way up there somehow. Let's figure out how we're going to do this. See, how high do we have to go? And it might be better. Right here. Okay, so that is on the center line. So let's go ahead and do, and I'm going to try something I don't think I've ever really tried. We'll put one there, one there. And then we're going to jump down. Ooh, almost screwed the pooch on that one. And we're going to try to get it all the way up to there. Can we do that? I don't know. So horizontal to vertical. Will it reach? Yeah, it doesn't do. See how it just doesn't quite. Doesn't do like the conveyor lift, so you get infinite lifts. So we're going to have to put another one here. That one, we can probably take those off for now. I like putting those in later. These 4 holes do tend to do some goofy stuff. How are we doing here? We're getting there. That one's full. Nice. This one's going to be the problem child. Right to there. Let's hold and take a quick look. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I know because that right there is higher than that. That should fill up because of the head pressure. And it's filling. But how much is it filling by? I don't know. I'm not sure where exactly I need a pump. But I do know I need one somewhere. This is the goofy part of it all. Oh, this is just filling right on up. That may be good. We may not need one to the next section. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I like it. And that is a full pipe all the way up. That's getting there. Slowly. Still. Slowly. Yep. It's getting there though. Alright, so let's just do the next one. keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. Basically, whoop, nope, do not fall. Okay, so we've got it right here. Yep. So we want this one to go, do this right, there, and there. And let's go over here, get rid of this for temporarily. Let me grab that pipe. Yes, nice. Alright, this I highly doubt. Oh, still going. We may not need another pump. That's getting there. Well, let's go up one more and see if we got it. Though at this point, I do believe I do want to put another pump on. Alright, so we're going to go over to here with this. So let's put a junction on here. Is that right? Yep, and I don't want it to go out past that. So this is kind of close, but it will work. So the main thing is, if I bring a pipe here and over, let's see if we can grab one. What's going to happen here, if I do this straight, it does goofy shit. Why? Because it's trying to go, it needs to go horizontal first. And I think if I go like right here, and then straight to there, that will work, except if I come out of this elevator, I'm like, bam, right into there. And trying to get it just, nah, I just don't like it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put a pipeline wall support. But to do that, I actually want to put it right on the elevator. Pipeline wall support, please. Thank you. And I want to put it, let's get it way up. Let's get it, well, not way up, but let's put it right there. And see if we can do that. Horizontal to vertical. Hello, let's get this side. See how that looks? That looks pretty cool. And then down to there. And guess what? Ha! We can just run right through there. I like that. Okay, so let's color this stuff up. Sure it's right. Of course, the next thing to check. Do we have... it's getting there. I don't think we got enough power. We got enough pumpage. It does not look, see that's right almost even with that, but not quite. Yeah, we're not getting any there. So that's not a good thing. See, we're barely getting it some here. So if we do a pump right here though, let's see. Up there. And rotate it. I do like rotating it. And we're going to need power to here. I don't have power here yet. And I don't really want to put power here yet. So what I want to do is we're going to grab it from here. And I'm going to put a wall here. Bring it in one. Actually, I want to go down one more. Damn it. Yes, strength. Okay, so we're going to put a power cable, wall outlet, right there. Okay. And we're going to come around and do a power outlet right here. Except we don't want it to. Let's put it right there. That work? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I got that. I don't want to go all that way with. We'll do it right here. Why? Because the cables hang. They're a pain in the butt when they do that. And this one to there. Now, do we have power here? No, not yet. Why? Because I haven't run power all the way up and down here yet. So down here somewhere, we're going to have to go down. Ow, that hurt. Nope, still don't have power here. Okay, we're going to have to run down to the next one. I should have power here, maybe. Nope, next one. There we go. Now, there's our power. So what we do need to do, let's just go to each floor, set the power, just in case we do need it again. Put my wall in. Actually, that was one too high on that one. Gotta love it when you're not thinking right. Oh. There we go, right there. And let's go up, 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 up. Do we already get this one set? Yes, we do. Okay, so we'll take this. Down to here. And we'll put it right. Actually, we could put it right there. Because that will then be covered. I'm pretty sure. This one's not going to work. We got to redo. We got to reset this. Go back up. Thank God for jetpacks, otherwise we'd be searching for ladders. I want it right there. And this one should go right to there. And that should work. And we'll just rebuild this stuff on the way back up. One step at a time. Oh, no, don't want to get rid of the power line. That would be bad. Vertical, yes. Thank you. Go up another one. Okay, one more. We should have, that thing should be working over there, actually, by now. Before we fill that in, let's double check. I see green. Oh, yeah. So that's, yeah, that's not good. See, that should be a flow rate of 300 right there. or 0. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't like that though. I'll be honest, I do not like that, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's go ahead and fill that in for now. Actually, we'll leave that one open because we're going to need it for the other set of pumps for this pipeline. Now that went up to 1.5. How far did it go up? So I kind of want to make it look the same. Perfect, to 2. So, what we'll do here, which kind of sucks, but we'll do a stackable. We're going to do the same thing over here, basically. And actually, we can get rid of that, and instead, do that. Looks better, except that was not in the right spot. It would help if I put it in the right spot. Much better. And then we're going to do a wall support bump right there. So, first thing we need, horizontal to vertical. I do want it to go on up. To there. And then, let's put a junction. Right there. And horizontal to vertical. Yeah, I like that. Except now we're way up there for the pump, aren't we? Question is, see, that's not getting anything. This is getting very little. I'm going to have to put another pump below here. But for now, we'll just go ahead and put, you know what we could do? Just put the pump over here. Yeah, this does not look the same, does it? Let's do this instead. Okay, so let's put a stackable. Right there. Horizontal to vertical. That'll work. Get rid of that. Now we're moving. Now we're grooving. Okay. Let's color all this. The question is, can I get the pump in there? I don't know. Oof. You know what? I don't like that. Let's try that again. But we'll put it closer. Sometimes you just gotta try things. And I'm pretty sure that will work to there. That. Throw in a stackable. Now I should be able to put in a pump here. Yep, that looks good. Click once, rotate it. I still want it rotated. And we may move this over to right in between. Now we're going to take that this way, rotate it. Yeah, I like this one better right here. Just looks nicer, neater. No real reason for it. Actually, we'll just get rid of that. Blueprint, the whole thing, gone. Now we'll get this out. And I believe it was right here. Yep. There. This to there. This to there. And if it's working right, that's not pumping. Why is that not pumping? Yep, it's too high. I knew I was going to need another pump down there somewhere. But this should work once I get one more set of pumps in there. So let's just finish this up. Okay. Let's jump down. And we'll put these right here. Now remember, yep, maybe. You know what, I think just to make sure, yeah, that'll work. And yeah, I'm going to do this one. So I believe this should do it. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. Let's get power over here. Alright, now we can throw that back in. That back in. That back in. Make that look nice. Do we have power here? By gosh, we do. Okay, so now we need the pumps again. Missing motors. Well, I talked about that, didn't I? Let's just take the elevator. Save a little bit of jetpack juice. How are we doing on time? Oh, we may just barely get the oil refineries in and hooked up. No, we're gonna get them done. We're getting close. So, while we're going up, I do know I need to get some tickets out. And I have a bunch of tickets somewhere. There they are. Boom. Let's go to the awesome shop. And we want parts. You know what? Oh, there's the motors. Ooh, they're expensive. So we're only going to take one of those. Now the rubber and the plastic. I think we're going to need some for, let's see, power, fuel generators. Oh, we're going to need more. Do we have enough? Actually, we do, so we're good. So now we just need this. Let's buy all. Yes. Oh wait, that's for 2. We're going to be dealing 40, so we need 60 total. So guess what? We need one more of these. Good thing we got lots of tickets. And that's what we're selling them at. There. Now we're good. Oh yeah. Let's get my coffee out. Let's hydrate. Time to take a break. Hydrate. Alright. Now we'll just jump down. To this level. And I'm pretty sure. See, this is the problem without resetting the head lift down there. Just trying to figure out where exactly this is going to be. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hook up one. We'll rotate it this way. Give it power. I have fuel there. There we go. There we go. I think we're good. We'll color that real quick. Put another one. Oh, not a power line. How about that? Quick launch. Rotate it. Give it power. See, now that's full up. Yep, that's full. That's full, and that's pumping that up. Now, here's the part that always sucks. Is now I want to take this off. Let's do this one first. And that one. I don't know what it's pumping, but it's a pumping. Okay, so it's gonna go this oil. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Let's color these real quick. It's easier when I don't have pipes in them. And this one, right? Yep. So, can I grab the pipe? Yes. Alright. That works for me. Now let's go on and back up. That was the bottom part. And now we want to take out the top part ones. And I believe, yeah, we already have floor holes here. Yep, let's just do it that way. Except that one did not work. See that? You gotta watch it. There we go. Okay, so that one's full. Now we can put floor holes down here just to make it look nice. The only reason. Does it affect the pipe at all? No. Pipe just goes right on through. Okay. So do we need to put these back? Yeah, but I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so now we have, yep, we're full, we're good. We're rocking and rolling. Now let's just put these down. Get this oil hooked up to the refineries. Except we don't want it there. Actually, we do want it there. Except we do, but we don't. Yeah. Because we're going to be getting too much oil there. Why, this is putting out 40. That's 200. Actually, we'll just send this down there. We may just send it up and over because we got, with those pumps, we're now good to go. Before I forget, let's color these. Good. So now we need straight mode, please. Oh, pipeline. That one did not look good. I knew it when I did it. Except that's not right. Is it? No, it's not right. I don't know what I was thinking. This is the output. That's the actual fuel. So, we should have, look at there, full. Of course, it's not going to do there until we actually get power. Let's go over and do the other side. lines. I like backing up. It's easier. You don't have to jump around. And that should be it for that. And it's so much easier just to jump on top. Full. Not full because hello. Don't jump. And filling right up. Yay. These are all going to be full before when we start this stuff. So, next step. We don't want to start it yet. Next step is we got our outputs. So at this point, we're going to be getting heavy oil residue. Yep. So we want junction. We want to bring it in. Yeah, I think we do. And we're going to color this. Let's go with purple, because that's what heavy oil residue is, right? And we just do these all the way down. Come back to the other side. Okay. And this one is actually going to go into there. Remember we were talking about that? Let's go ahead and do the other side real quick. Same distance. And why? Because I want to have some room here for the byproducts, the rubber and the plastic. And this one. Okay, so now we want clean pipeline, thank you. So we want to color that purple. Grab that. Now this is where the math gets a little tricky and the pumping stuff gets tricky. Because we have 200 going to there. And we need, let's see. Thing is, I want another one to come right here. But that is going to, oh, that's fine, because that's the inputs. Okay. So now we're going to dismantle this, because that is going halfway through those junctions, and I do not want that. I don't want anything like that happening. Okay, that's there. So what'll happen is 200 is going to come this way. 100, that's going to take 150. The excess is going to go across into that, because that's only going to give you 100, so that should all work. Operative word, should. Ha! And the fun part, building the pipes. Alright, so that is the outputs of those. And that's not going to work. Oh, I knew it. Guess what? We just need to get rid of all of this. Every last one of them. Why? Because I was not thinking. Okay. Before we do this, remember we're getting rubber out. We only need a marked one. We're going to do it like that. And the reason for that, yeah, we're going to put a merger here. And I want it to go that way. Yeah, let's do the rubber that way. Then we'll go out that way. We'll do the same thing here. Turn it that way. Grab a merger. And we want it to come this way. This is for the plastic. And we want it to come out that way. Now we can put in the junctions. And we'll want it right there. Yes. And we're going to color that purple. And this would just I gotta get it eventually. There we go. Kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know, is that too far out? Nope, that works. That works. That works. This time I want that one and that one. Over here, we can do the same thing, but we're going to start. Where's my arrow? Just barely. Except I think I missed that one. Let's try that again. That doesn't look right. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, now we can put in our pipeline. Color it. And jump up. Oop, too far. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We're not going to be able to do my little trick there. Why? Because of that, I'll just be hitting that every damn time. So, he's coming in. Get in there. Get there. Get there. And get there. should have done it the other way. This is now a pain in the butt. Okay, so we want this one to go there. This one to go there. Why is that doing that? Ha! Because I got these. There. And there. And we want this one to go there. That one to go there. And that one to go there. And then last but not least to there. And that should be it, right? See, I can make it there, but I gotta crouch. I can't go fast. But still not a bad idea to double check. Because all it takes is one little screw up, and this whole system will fail. We don't want that. Alright, let's come. Actually, let's just color all of this. That one we don't want to color, because that's going to be making our fuel. Alright, good, good, good. That's good, that's good. All of these. No. There. 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 That all purple? Okay. Voila. So, our rubber is going to be coming out, if I get up here, right here. So if we put industrial storage, and I don't think I really I want to do a regular storage. See, we actually, but the question is, where exactly? See, I want that to move down. I wonder if I can do it. Nope, because I don't want it going straight in. That's not going to work anyway if I do it this way. Because I want to get a smart splitter. And the smart splitter well, I could do it here. Could go back up and around to there. So let's try that. So we're going to put a Mark 1. Actually, we're going to put Mark 3. And we want it there. And make that a smart splitter. And I'm trying to figure out where's the input. I don't know. Too many things going on here. That's an output, that's an output, that's an output. It wants to do it right here. Or there. Does not want to do it over there, just because this needs to go this way. And that means that I can do it here, except it's going to be see, that's not enough. I need to move this back. Let's move this Take that out. Take that out. And let's put the storage container. The end of it. Remember, I got to do it on that side too. Put it right there. You'll understand in a minute why I'm going to all this trouble to get this lined up just right. Mark 3, turn this way. Smart splitter going in that way, good. So, 3. Can I do a straight? Perfect. Okay. Yep, that'll work. So what's going to happen is, that's going to there, and then we're going to put a dimensional depot right here. Down mark 3. Boom. The rubber's going to come in here. Now I want another one right here, and I'm going to turn it that way. Okay. That's going to go to our sink. So, we want center output any, left output overflow. So what will happen is anything, once this gets full and that gets full, the overflow will go and this all continues running. So now I just have to do the same thing over here. And we take that one, flip it around. I think I can go one more. Let's see. If I put a dimensional depot here, can I get that in there without clipping? Nope. So this needs to move at least 1 or 2 back. I think we can do it right there. It's going to be tight, but I think that'll work. Put the dimensional depot on. It's tight, but it works. Good. So now, we'll do the same thing over here. Mark 3. Flip it this way. And we want, there we go, going in that way. Up. Mark, no, straight, mark 3. Okay, so that's going to be right there in the way. That's going to be right there in the way. We need to go back one more. Mark 3. Yeah, we're going to have to go back one more. In fact, I think I screwed this up over here. We're going to clip like a mother, aren't we? Because eventually I'll figure this out. Some days it just doesn't pay. Because you forget little things like that, and that screws up your whole plan. And the things are just so tight here. So what we might have to do is scrap this. This is where it's going, right? Got that? Let's make sure we get it lined up right. Okay, that's going to be right on the edge. So instead of this, let's get rid of this, let's get rid of this. We're going to do something a little different. Let's put an industrial storage right there. And we want to put, yeah, that'll work. This to there, straight mode, right? That goes in there. Or does it? No, because that still doesn't quite work out. Hydrate. Think about it. Hydrate. What I'm trying to do is get where the excess goes out and over and down without clipping into everything else. So, the only other way is to move this out this way. The plastic, though, I can't really go that far. I can, but that only leaves me with this little bit of area here. It may work out better to do it that way, though. Let's try that. Let's do it the other way. Let's just see what happens. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that merger. And then we want to put another merger here. And we want the output to go out to the left this time. Okay, I want it to go that way. Just leave that there for right now. Huh. What is it clipping on? I think. Right on the edge. But that does work. Can I bring it this way? Not too far. Let's try right there. So if we brought don't use, I don't know if this will work, but we'll try it. See, that's goofy there. Yeah, I didn't like that. So we want this way. Nope. The other way. Make that a smart splitter. It's coming in that way. That's good. Perfect. It's going down and in. And then on top, yeah, we knew we'd figure this out. This is the last thing. Will the clip here? Nope. Perfect. And then we want this to come down, straight down to here. So we're going to put, let's make sure we line it up right here. Reverse that. That should hook up there. So that the center or the left? That's the center, I believe. So we want this to be overflow. We want this to be any, I believe. I always forget these. Okay, so it's going, no, this shows that this is the center. So the center would be any. That's to the left. I don't know. That's the right. Okay. We'll do the right, put any. We'll just, or overflow. We'll do this as none. I won't know for sure which way it's working until we actually turn everything on. But that satisfies my itch of no clipping. So get rid of that. Get rid of that, that, and that, that. The question is, can we put another one over here and do the same thing? Flip that around. Oh, right there is as far as we can go. Oof. What will that do? I don't know. We could try it. Yeah, see, that doesn't quite work out, does it? But it won't let me go any farther. Oh, well, we got to get rid of that one anyway, because I think we're going to go, yeah, output this way. Will it work now if I do it? No, it just won't hook up that way at all, unless I did it from here. Then it is, kind of. Maybe. The problem being is now, how am I going to get the overflow? Because I can't put it on this. Can't put it on that. It's just too. See, everything's just too damn tight here. Or we could do something a little different. Okay, so let's just set this right there. And we're going to put this to there. And then we're going to put a smart splitter here. Except that needs to be a Mark III. Thank you very much. This to there. Actually, we don't need that far now. We can just do a regular right there. Except that's the wrong way, so let's try that again. And dimensional depot. I do believe, by Jove, we figured this out. We could have done the same thing on that, except for I had that one pipe down there. Okay. Alright. Then we'll do a floor hole here. Boom. So configure it. To the right is going to be overflow. Center is none. And left is any. And voila. That is all that. So now, one last thing to do. And this may screw up this whole thing here. You know, I could have done the same thing over here, and I may end up doing that. Or actually, no, because this one is now, we've got a pipe hole. Let's put it right there. Okay. And we'll run across and do the same thing over here. with this one. And we'll do a clean pipe. Horizontal to vertical, please. Thank you. And one over here. Because what we got coming out is 100 fuel per minute. Perfect. I believe that's everything on this floor. All we have to do is hook it up to power, and we're good. But like I said, I don't want to hook it up to power just yet. Actually, it might not be a bad idea. Should we? Well, if we do, we want to hook it up straight up to no power switch, because we want this thing to go all the time. And I'm pretty sure if I take this out and I come over to here. Oh, before we do this, let's look at our power. Okay, so I'm looking at about 500, right? $360. You know what? I think we can. Problem is, it will back up, but I do want to see. Do I want to do it now or not? Yeah, let's try it. Let's see if we blow a fuse or not. Ooh, 1601. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we're now using our biomass right now. So, we're just gonna run it. Okay, we got plastic going. Just wanted to verify we got rubber going. Why is it stopped? Okay, why is this stopped? That's a Mark III. Is that a Mark III? It's going, but it's not going very well. That's a Mark III. You know why? Let's do this. Okay, now that's going in, we're good there, we're good there. We're going to shut this off in just a second. I just want to make sure. Okay, everything's going perfectly. That looks good. Let's see. Oh, that's full. This is full over here. Then we're going to shut that off. Oh, are we already full? No way. It's not going in there. Why is it not going in? That rubber should not have gone there. It's going there. It's going there. I'm running out of biofuel. Let's see what the rubber's doing in here. Oh, come on. Where's the rubber? Where's the rubber? Give me the rubber. Give me the rubber. I got too many things up in here. I don't see it. I search. Rubber. Oh, it's almost there. I want to go ahead and let it fill the dimensional depot just to make sure. This right now is full. This is going to be, now it's going to be backing up the other stuff because this is full, which means that's going to stop producing rubber. Almost. Still going into the dimensional depot. How much we got? Yeah. Give it about one more minute. This is why I kept the biomass burners, yay? So everything here, that's 96%. Yeah, not quite perfect. I'm not happy about that, but it seems like it's filled up. How are we doing on this? We should be about full. Yep, you're full. And how come I'm not getting any there? See, I knew it. That's still going. Where's that going? I don't understand. Let's make the left any. Is it going now? Okay, so where is... Oh, it's got to fill up that other part too. That's right. There's like a little buffer. Yeah, 92. Boom. And everything's shutting down because we're full up. Alright, so we won't know for right now. Okay, so that should have. Everything was running good though. I like that. Now we have a full pipe and a buffer there of this, of the fuel. Yeah, 47.3 since we put stuff down there. We're good. And it is just about time. So, but let's go ahead and throw these up here real quick. Boom, boom, so you can see what we're going to be doing here. Now that's going to be coming from there. And I want this to be all the way out to here. Oh, that's in the way. H. No space. Good. And we're going to put two more over on this side. If I can get it right. H. Let's coordinate that into this corner. Perfect. And one more here. And we want this to be 200%, maybe 300%. I'm not quite sure. So I want there. There. And we're going to put a clean pipeline here. There. And horizontal to vertical. Will it make it there? What does it look like? Little goofy. Ooh, wait, fell off. Kind of goofy there. But you know what? Right now, there goes our fuel. 20 per minute. 40 per minute. So we need 3. Bam. I'm okay with that. Well, these will not actually operate until we get the power hooked up. Power cord's right there. But I do like that. So we need 3 for each. Oh. What am I hearing? I don't know. It's from down below, which is the coal generators. This one should not look as bad. I need to dismantle this and put it somewhere else. Let's just throw another storage over here for right now. Dismantle that one. Come over here. And, oh, I had enough room. Good. Let's put in our junctions real quick. Where is it? There it is. It's like, I can't see it very well from here. Now this one should. That looks better. I like that one. I may have to redo the other one. Okay, so 50 per minute is filling up. About 25. So once I kick these on, it'll be good. But we need to do. We may be able to hook the other ones up immediately and not have to do what I was originally going to have to do, which was shut down all my other machines just to get these operating. Nope, that don't work. Okay, 6. Take that one out. Let's take that one out. Take that one out. Whoop. Beyond that one. So yeah, I did not get these lined up, but right now I'm in a little bit of a hurry. So we want that, to that, that, to that, and somehow, I can see it, that, to that, okay, and then we want, actually I know we have it over there, we could just go to here, yep, there we go, so let's take this out, there, and there to there. Nope. And once I hook these up, these things will power on. Then I got to run up and power the other one, which was there, there, or there. No, it was over here. To there. There we go. So, let's go ahead and power it on. Let's put that in. And kickstart that. Kickstart that. Kickstart, where is it? I don't see it. There to there. And let's see what's happening. Oh, looky there. Looky there. I do believe, by Jove, I believe we've done it. Boom. Look at that. Steady 3,850 power. By Jove, we have done it. And this should now be operating perfectly. Famous last words, right? And there to there. Everything's operating. That looks good. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Let's get me a finish on that one. I leave these orange for now. This kind of blocks this off, but I'm fine with that. That's the only thing I don't like. And I may switch that over to, let's say, not that. Well, if we can do that, but so it would be, nope, that wouldn't do it either. Well, either way, I'm good with that. Look at that. Steady power. Consumption. Yeah, we're clipping along a little bit here and there. Instabilities. Well, I know why. Because right now, oh my God, we're going to have to do this real quick. Because I almost forgot. We need an awesome sink. This is temporary. I will clean this up. I almost forgot. We definitely need this. Otherwise, and this way we can also check. I'm going to make this much nicer later. Okay, and get some power. I don't have plastic coming down. I do have rubber. And we'll clip on up here and let's look at that rubber. I got rubber going. I got nothing in there. That means I've got one of these going wrong. Okay. Let's make this none. What happens? That stopped. So this would be my overflow. This would be none. Okay. This would be any. Yep. And now it's going. And this would be none. So that's all going into there. And it should be filling up. It's still going up into there though. Why? Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. And my 2 hours is up. I always try to limit it to 2 hours. We had to go a little bit longer just to verify this. No space left in Devo, so it should all be going in there. Perfect. And then it'll be going there. That one's perfect. All right, so that's it. Let's go ahead and mark these off real quick. We got the oil refineries. And we got the fuel generators in. Okay, all we got left is tier 6 milestones and some cleaning up, and we'll just do all that online. We'll reset the sinks down there to make them look good and all that. We'll do that to tomorrow's live stream. Until then, have a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday for another exciting edition of the 10 Satisfactory 10 by 10 challenge. This is Abel. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, comment. All that helps somehow. Not sure how, but it does help. And this is looking better. I'm liking this. Full pipelines. Everything's working. that's not working. Good God, why is that not working? It is working. Why did it stop? Oh, this one's not working. Could be there is a pipe that needs to go here. There we go. Now it's working. Now we're gonna get full output. It's always one pipe. Okay. That's it. I'm signing off now. Y'all have a good one, and I appreciate everything. Bye-bye.